What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. So today's topic will be about the 5.7 liter iForce V8 engine found in the Tundra, but I figured before we talk about the engine and some of the things that I've noticed in the first few days with it, I figured we would take a little peek at it. So as a lot of you know that have been around the channel a long time, this is Tundra number 6 for me. 5 of those Tundras have had the 5.7 liter iForce V8. The first one was an 07 with the 4.7. Now, the weird part is, and basically in today's video, you're going to confirm that I'm not crazy, and I'm speaking to those of you that have owned a few Tundras, and especially those of you that have owned a few Tundras in the last few years, 2018 and up, we'll say. It feels like to me that this 5.7 V8 engine is way more responsive than the other ones that I've had. And I understand it's a new vehicle, and you know, when you get everything new, everything feels great and all that stuff, but like I said, I've had 5 other ones and 4 other 5.7s, and none of them in the beginning have felt this good. Like my biggest fear when I went from the Platinum to this truck was I was going to feel totally fish out of water style with going from, you know, 500 whatever horsepower to back to 381. But honestly, this truck feels amazing, almost weird in some ways. And I don't feel like it's just me, because our press vehicle we had earlier in February was a 2020 1794, the Voodoo Blue truck that I did the reviews on. And that one also felt like just a completely different animal with the 5.7 V8. So I don't know if they changed the shift points or they messed around with the stock tune a little bit at TMMTX and the engineers and everything, but I'm telling you, this engine feels amazing, and I thought it was a placebo effect at first. In fact, I said it on my initial drive video the day that I got it last week, that it's probably just in my head because it's a new truck, but the more I drive this truck, the more I notice that it's fast. It's really fast, and the shift points feel different. Everything feels different. In driving these Tundras all the time, and especially when you get the press vehicle ones and you get to drive a bunch of different ones out there, and again, owning all the other ones that I've owned, you know, I can kind of pick up on little differences here and there with these engines, but this is just something crazy. I haven't done anything to this engine yet as far as, you know, like little things. Obviously, there's no tune on it. It's a stock tune. There's not even an air filter in it. There's the stock air filter. There's not like a TRD. The only thing that's on this truck is the TRD dual exhaust, and I've had a bunch of them too, and it's never made the engine feel any different like this one does. I'm not blaming the TRD exhaust at all. I really think in the factory they messed around and brought maybe the tune or the shift point, something up to date to change the feel of the engine a little bit, because this is just, I'm telling you, it's not a little, it's a lot different. It is a lot different. Even the TRD dual exhaust on this sounds different. It's the same tone, but it's just a lot more aggressive. I don't know, man. This is freaking me out a little bit. So basically, what I want to do is, I made the video, at least, so I could talk to some of you guys that also own one of these later model Tundras to see if it's just me. When I got my 2017, the Platinum, obviously there wasn't a supercharger in there at first. I remember the first few days driving that Platinum around feeling like it left a little bit to be desired. It almost felt like it was a heavier truck than the double cabs that I was used to and everything, which it was, because the CrewMax is a little bit heavier. It felt like, you know, when there was a certain amount of wind, it was just one of those things where the cab kind of felt like you were swaying side to side, and it felt like it kind of got confused and lost in the gears of where it wanted to be as far as in that 6-speed range. But this one, I've not felt that at all. I've driven it quite a bit so far. In the first, it's almost a week now. I think this is about day 5 for me. I'm so confused. And like I said, I had no plans to make this video, but after driving it around, I took it for a ride on some twisty roads, some back roads for a couple hours yesterday. And I was just like, it just blows my mind how responsive this 5.7 is versus the other ones I've had. So once again, help a bro out on this one. If you have been, especially those of you who have owned a few Tundras, the older ones and now the newer ones, I'm talking to you. What do you think? And even if this is your first Tundra, this might be something to check out. All right, a lot of the questions people have been asking me since I got this truck is, you know, why did you take a step down from a 2017 Platinum supercharged into a 2020 when it's pretty much the same truck and it doesn't have the supercharger. To be honest with you, I don't feel like I took a step down at all. This truck feels, like I said, the feel of it, even the suspension feels amazing, but I do know it's a new truck, and over time we'll see how everything shakes out, you know, as the engine gets older and stuff. But I don't feel like I took a step down at all. I was worried about a lot of things. That's for another video, but I truly don't feel like I took a step down. This feels like a lateral step at the least, and maybe a little bit north. I don't know, because I really dig some of the things that are going on with this 2020 as far as the small little updates they've done. Speak volumes. But let me know what you think. Do you agree with me that this version of the 5.7 is just a lot quicker, more responsive, just overall just a better 5.7 than what we're used to? It could be all in my head. That's what you're going to let me know. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I really look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Have a good one.